You've heard it before, that little whisper in the back of your mind. Humans only use 10% of their brains. It's a catchy phrase, isn't it? It's everywhere, woven into the fabric of our culture. Movies, books, fueling our imagination with the possibilities. Even in everyday conversations, it pops up when we least expect it. People wonder, what if we could unlock the rest? What untapped potential lies dormant within us? Would we become geniuses capable of solving the world's most complex problems? Develop superpowers? Telekinesis, perhaps? Or the ability to read minds? The idea is tempting, a siren song of unrealized abilities. It promises hidden potential, a treasure trove of cognitive power, a secret waiting to be unleashed, a key to unlocking our ultimate selves. But here's the truth. A dose of reality to temper the fantasy. Science doesn't back it up. The evidence simply isn't there. Neuroscientists have studied the brain in detail, dedicating their lives to understanding its complexities. With advanced tools and research, they've peered into the deepest recesses of our minds, and they've found something different, a reality far more intricate and awe-inspiring. Our brains are far more active, buzzing with activity across every region, and complete than the myth suggests. There's no hidden reserve, no untapped potential waiting to be discovered. Every part is working hard for us, contributing to the symphony of our thoughts and actions. Every second, a constant stream of neural activity shaping our experiences. Understanding the real story, the science behind our brains, is far more rewarding. Helps us appreciate just how incredible our brains are in their current, fully functional state. These organs are not holding back secret powers, they're already performing miracles every day. They're already doing amazing things, from breathing to complex problem solving. Knowing the truth is empowering, it allows us to focus on what's truly possible. It's more fascinating than the myth itself, a testament to the power of evolution. So let's bust this myth together once and for all. Let's see what's really going on inside our heads beyond the myths and misconceptions. Ready? Are you prepared to explore the incredible reality of your own brain? Let's dive in and discover the amazing truth. Where did this pervasive 10% myth even begin? How did it take root in our collective consciousness? The origin is a bit of a mystery, shrouded in speculation and misinterpretations. Tracing it back to a single source proves surprisingly difficult. Some speculate that it began with misunderstandings and oversimplifications of early brain research, when neuroscience was still in its infancy. William James, a pioneer in psychology, famously talked about untapped mental energy and potential, not a literal percentage of unused brain mass. But somewhere along the line, his nuanced words got twisted and taken out of context. People even erroneously credit Einstein with the idea, but there's absolutely no credible evidence to suggest he ever mentioned it. Attaching a famous and respected name like Einstein's undoubtedly helped the myth spread faster and gain unwarranted credibility. Early scientists with limited technology could only map the most obvious and readily apparent brain functions, leading to the observation that some brain areas were seemingly silent. Not because they were inactive or served no purpose, but simply because their specific roles and functions were, at the time, unclear and not easily detectable. This initial confusion and lack of understanding may have inadvertently fueled the persistent myth. Then came the popular media, self-help books promising untapped potential, and charismatic motivational speakers eager to inspire. Unlock your hidden brain power became a catchy and irresistible promise, appealing to our desire for self-improvement. It made for compelling movie plots, adding an element of superhuman possibility, and provided easy marketing hooks for products and services promising cognitive enhancement. The myth was repeated so often across so many platforms that people just passively accepted it as fact. But as we know, mere repetition doesn't magically transform a falsehood into truth. The real story of our brain's capabilities is far more nuanced and frankly more interesting than any simplistic myth. Our brains aren't mostly idle, waiting to be unlocked. They're incredibly busy, remarkably complex, and constantly working, even when we're asleep. So let's delve deeper and see just how our brains are constantly engaged. Think about making a cup of coffee, just a simple everyday task. You see the cup, its color, its shape, the steam rising from it. Your occipital lobe is at work, processing all that visual information. It's constantly interpreting the world around you. You reach for it, your hand extending, fingers grasping. Motor cortex and cerebellum engage, coordinating the complex movements required. Remembering how to make coffee, the steps, the amounts, the timing. That's your hippocampus, retrieving those stored memories and sequences, planning the steps, deciding when to add the sugar or how much milk, frontal lobe in action, strategizing and organizing your actions. So many brain regions fire together, all communicating and coordinating even for simple tasks. It's a symphony of neural activity. If we only used 10%, as the myth suggests, brain injuries wouldn't be so devastating. The reality is far different, but even small injuries can have huge effects, disrupting delicate networks on memory, movement, or personality, highlighting just how interconnected and vital every region is. Our brains use about 20%, a significant portion, of our body's energy. It's a very energy-intensive organ. Evolution wouldn't waste resources, especially such a large amount, on a mostly idle organ. It's constantly working, even when you sleep. Every part of your brain has a job, a specific function to perform, often many jobs. It's a master of multitasking. Frontal lobe for planning, decision-making and personality, temporal for memory, language and auditory processing, parietal for senses, spatial awareness and navigation, occipital for vision, interpreting shapes, colors and movement. They work as a team, seamlessly integrating information. There are no lazy, unused parts. Every region contributes. Your brain is always busy, a hive of constant activity. Modern technology lets us peek inside the working brain. fMRI and PET scans track brain activity by following blood flow and energy use. What do they show? Lots of activity, even when you're resting or asleep. No vast, dark, unused areas, just different regions lighting up for different tasks. Not all neurons fire at once, that would be chaos like a seizure. But over a day, you use nearly all your brain. These scans are visual proof. Our brains are dynamic and fully engaged. Different networks light up for thoughts, actions, and sensations. The key takeaway? The entire brain is utilized. The 10% myth doesn't match what we see. Science shows a much more active picture. Your brain is always at work. The 10% idea? Pure myth. We use all our brain, just not all at once. But what about potential? Can we improve our brains? Absolutely. The real magic is neuroplasticity. Your brain's ability to change and adapt. Learn something new and your brain forms new connections. That's how you grow your abilities. Want to boost your brain? Challenge yourself. Learn new skills. Read, solve puzzles, stay curious. Physical exercise, good sleep, and healthy food help too. These habits strengthen your brain's connections. Forget the 10% myth. Your brain is already incredible. The real adventure is learning how it works and keeping it healthy. Be curious about this amazing organ. There's so much to discover about ourselves, and that's way cooler than any old myth. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to Bright Insights for more fascinating content.